Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Myself Dr. Maimuna Azhar, the physiotherapist, and today I'm going to deliver a lecture on the subject of biomechanics. And topic which I'm going to discuss today is from the chapter number 6, and the chapter name is behavioral properties of the muscle. So for having the introduction regarding this topic, I'm just going to start it with some of the examples that how some athletes can perform so well, how a marathon runner can run so well, how a person playing volleyball can play that so well, how a cricketer can do the bowling or cricketing so well. These are some questions which force us to identify that what are the behavioral properties of the muscle. Now considering that what is the neuromuscular response of any person and how it is variable from person to person, how does muscle soreness occur in any person, and what are those exercises which lead towards the muscle soreness, then how is agility of one person is different from another. So these are the some questions which are just letting us know that what are the behavioral properties of the muscle. And muscle strength is that characteristics which is being helped everywhere, which is helping to maintain or withdraw results from such conditions. So what is muscle? Muscle is the contractile unit which has its capacity to contract, which has its capacity to produce tension, to develop tension, and the basic action is performed by in musculoskeletal unit. The basic action is performed by the skeletal muscles, and these muscles, they contract, relax, they give tension to our whole body, they maintain our posture, they maintain our body, they maintain all the stresses which are produced on our body, they maintain the locomotion, and they are the contractile part of our body. So this was the basic introduction before starting the chapter. Now we are moving towards our topic, behavioral properties of the muscle. So there are 4 behavioral properties which are being produced or being shown by the muscles. The number 1 is extensibility, elasticity, irritability, and ability to produce or develop tension. So we will learn about 2 first and 2 later. The topic is really simple and really small. You guys can understand it really quickly and really easily. The number 1 is extensibility. Extensibility means ability to increase its length. It is just like, I'm not wearing any rubber band right now, otherwise I would have shown you that if you stretch the rubber, it can be stretched easily. So the muscle have that property that it can be easily stretched. You want to increase the length of the muscle, you can do that easily. For example, the bicep is in the resting position right now, or the tricep is in the resting position right now. I can increase its length by stretching the muscle. The position is changing, the stretch is going to come, so the ability of extensibility of the muscle is being increased out here. Now the second part which is really crucial is elasticity. Now you have said that you are able to extend any part, you have extended a part of the body, you have extended the muscle of the body. Important thing is, do they come back to their original position? That is the thing which is going to matter. So the muscle also have tendency to show elastic property. They can recoil back to their original position. For example, a single muscle was in the normal position, you stretch the muscle, and after you release the muscle, it regained back to its original position and it then recontracted. So this is how this phenomena work. Now what are the things which actually help muscle to show such behavior? The number 1 is parallel elastic component, number 2 is series elastic component. Now you are getting to know that what is meant by parallel and what is meant by series. Parallel elastic component is the component which is present in the parallel fashion in the muscle, and it can help to produce passive elasticity, and it is derived from the membrane. And the series elastic component, it also produced passive elasticity, and it is derived from the muscle. They both help in the contraction of the muscle and the relaxation of the muscle and the elasticity of the muscle. And contraction is that component of our body, or that component of our muscles, which is producing the most and doing the most of the functions. That we cannot do most of the things if we lose our contraction part. And contractile component is being maintained from parallel elastic component and series elastic component. Then moving towards the next two parts, which are irritability and ability to produce or develop tension. What is meant by irritability? Irritability is sometimes thought that if someone is giving you a stimulus and you are showing some reaction. For example, a person is pinching me and I am getting irritated from that and I am giving a response. So irritability is acting that way, that ability to respond to a stimulus. The stimulus can be external and the stimulus can be internal. The both kind of stimulus can be happen or present in such a situation. So we do not need to worry about this so much. The stimulus can be in the form of electrochemical reaction, or it can be also in the form of some other situations, or some throw or some trauma or some external blow. The muscle can respond to all such stimulus. And the last part, which is really important and which I just already mentioned, that ability to produce tension. If the muscle cannot produce tension, the muscle cannot do the contraction. And when contraction cannot be done, the other properties and the other things which a muscle should do, it cannot be done in the muscle. So it was all about today's lecture. The lecture is really easy. We started the chapter number 6, where we have studied the 4 components: the behavioral properties of the muscle, extensibility, elasticity, irritability, and ability to produce the tension. So I hope you guys are clear about the topic, and if you guys have any query or any questions about the topic, you can ask me. Thank you so much.